To some, she's best known as the nurse on the cover of Blink-182's third album, Enema of the State. To others, she was one of the most popular adult film actresses during the 90s and 2000s. But the story behind the woman on Blink-182's third record is pretty tragic. That's what we're going to explore in today's video. Janine Lindemulder was the woman who appeared as the nurse on Blink-182's third album. Prior to appearing on the album, in college, she was a softball player who even got a scholarship offer, but ended up answering a modeling ad, which eventually led her to posing in adult men's magazine Penthouse in 1987, where she was named Pet of the Month and would appear in the magazine several more times during her career. It would eventually lead to her entering and becoming one of the most well-established actresses in the adult film industry. She would marry her first husband in 1988, a construction worker, who she would end up having a son with. They would subsequently divorce in 1996, and the following year she would appear in Howard Stern's movie Private Parts. In 1998, she would be filmed having sex with Mötley Crüe frontman Vince Neil. That tape would make Louder Sound's list of worst rock star sex tapes at the number 2 spot. In 1999, she would appear on the front cover of Blink-182's third record, Enema of the State, and in the video for Man Overboard and What's My Age Again. When it came to the artwork for the album, the band always envisioned having a nurse on the front cover. It was just a matter of picking the best woman to be on the album sleeve. The band's record label gave its members a stack of photos of potential cover models to look through. The women in the stack of photos were mostly from Playboy and Vivid Entertainment. The band would decide on adult actress Janine Lindemulder, but unbeknownst to the members, they didn't know she worked in the adult film industry. Lindemulder would appear on the cover in a nurse's outfit, putting on a glove, with the band member semi-nude on the back of the cover. The photographer for the album, David Goldman, would talk to Huffington Post, where he admitted he wasn't familiar with the band before getting the job, going on to say, "Up until the very last minute, the album was going to be called Turn Your Head and Cough, and that's why I came up with the idea of the glove. Obviously, an enema is not really a glove type of thing. I thought it was a good visual." There would be 3 different versions of the cover art. The first pressing of the album showed Lindemulder wearing a nurse's hat with a red cross and the band's name spelled with a capital B in their logo. The second pressing of the artwork still had the red cross but a lowercase b in the name, and finally the third pressing had the red cross removed. In 2013, a fan posted on the group's subreddit celebrating the anniversary of the record, and band member Mark Hoppus dropped by the subreddit to share some info on the album's artwork, saying, "We were then contacted by the Red Cross that, as we are in no way a medical organization, which I would debate, one time I changed a band-aid. We should not have a Red Cross on our artwork. If we continue using the Red Cross logo, we would be in violation of the Geneva Convention for real. Thus the third iteration of the artwork, no Red Cross, lowercase b, Blink-182, he'd write. The band, according to the American Red Cross, was in violation of Section 55 of the 1949 Geneva Convention that stated that no one other than the organization, public or private, can use the Red Cross symbol other than the Red Cross or Red Crescent. It was shortly after appearing on Enema of the State's cover that Lindemulder announced her retirement from the industry, opting to focus on raising her son and wanting to become a school teacher. In 2002, she would end up marrying West Coast Choppers founder Jesse James, with whom she'd have a very tumultuous relationship with that was full of cheating stories and domestic abuse allegations. The couple would divorce after Lindemulder was 7 months pregnant with their daughter. She would return to the industry in 2004 until retiring again several years later. By 2005, her ex Jesse James would marry actress Sandra Bullock, and the pair would be involved in a nasty custody battle with Lindemulder. Lindemulder, for her part, would spend half a year in prison in 2008 on tax evasion charges, resulting in James and Bullock raising Lindemulder's daughter. It was following her stint in prison that the former adult star hit a new low, as she was soon dealing with being broke, homeless, and suffering from depression, and started abusing prescription and illegal drugs. She would enter rehab, which would be paid for by her ex Jesse James. Sandra Bullock would end up divorcing James in 2010 following infidelity charges. By 2011, Lindemulder moved to Texas to be closer to her daughter, but again the same year she ran into legal trouble when she was arrested for harassment after calling James, claiming he was stopping her from seeing their daughter. Lindemulder would appear in the film After Porn Ends 2 in 2017 and reflected back on her career and revealed her cousin also entered the industry after she had success in the 90s. She now resides in Oregon and is set to be sober and is still active on social media, even having an OnlyFans account. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like button and subscribe. Once again, rock and roll true story sticker.